my son Methuselah chose a wife for his son Lamech, and she became pregnant by him and bore a son. And his body was white like snow, and red like the flower of a rose, and the hair of his head was white like wool. And his eyes were beautiful, and when he opened his eyes, he made the whole house bright like the sun, so that the whole house was exceptionally bright. And when he was taken from the hand of the midwife, he opened his mouth and spoke to the Lord of righteousness. And his father Lamech was afraid of him, and fled, and went to his father Methuselah. And he said to him, I have begotten a strange son. He is not like a man, but is like the children of the angels of heaven, of a different type and not like us. And his eyes are like the rays of the sun, and his face glorious. And it seems to me that he is not sprung from me, but from the angels, and I am afraid that something extraordinary may be done on the earth in his days. And now, my father, I am entreating you and petitioning you to go to our father Enoch and learn from him the truth, for his dwelling is with the angels. And when Methuselah heard the words of his son, he came to me at the ends of the earth, for he had heard that I was there, and he cried out, and I heard his voice and went to him, and I said to him, Behold, I am here, my son, for you have come to me. And he answered me and said, Because of a great matter I have come to you, and because of a disturbing vision have I come near. And now hear me, my father, for a child has been born to my son Lamech, whose form and type are not like the type of a man. His color is whiter than snow, and redder than the flower of the rose, and the hair of his head is whiter than white wool, and his eyes are like the rays of the sun. And he opened his eyes, and made the whole house bright. And he was taken from the hand of the midwife, and he opened his mouth and blessed the Lord of heaven. And his father Lamech was afraid and fled to me, and he does not believe he is sprung from him, but thinks him to be from the angels of heaven. And behold, I have come to you so that you may make known to me the truth. And I, Enoch, answered and said to him, The Lord will do new things on earth, and this I have already seen in a vision, and made known to you. For in the generation of my father Jared, some from the height of heaven transgressed the word of the Lord. And behold, they commit sin and transgress the law, and have been promiscuous with women, and commit sin with them, and have married some of them, and have begotten children by them. And there will be great destruction over the whole earth, and there will be a deluge, and there will be great destruction for 1 year. But this child who has been born to you will be left on the earth, and his 3 sons will be saved with him. When all the men who are on the earth die, he and his sons will be saved. They will beget on the earth giants, not of spirit, but of flesh. And there will be great wrath on earth, and the earth will be cleansed of all corruption. And now make known to your son Lamech that the one who has been born is truly his son, and call his name Noah. For he will be a remnant for you, and he and his sons will be saved from the destruction which is coming on the earth, because of all the sin and all the iniquity which will be committed on the earth in his days. But after this, there will be yet greater iniquity than that which was committed on the earth before. For I know the mysteries of the holy ones, for the Lord showed them to me and made them known to me, and I read them in the tablets of heaven. And I saw written on them that generation upon generation will do wrong, until a generation of righteousness shall arise, and wrongdoing shall be destroyed, and sin shall depart from the earth, and everything good shall come upon it. And now, my son, go, make known to your son Lamech that this child that has been born is truly his son, and this is no lie. And when Methuselah had heard the words of his father Enoch, for he showed him everything which is secret, he returned, having seen him, and called the name of that child Noah, for he will comfort the earth after all the destruction. Another book which Enoch wrote for his son Methuselah, and for those who should come after him and keep the law in the last days. You who have observed and are waiting in these days until an end shall be made of those who do evil, and an end shall be made of the power of the wrongdoers. Do indeed wait until sin shall pass away, for their names shall be erased from the books of the holy ones, and their offspring will be destroyed forever, and their spirits will be killed, and they will cry out and moan in a chaotic desert place, and will burn in fire, for there is no earth there. And there I saw something like a cloud which could not be discerned, for because of its depth I was not able to look into it. And the flames of a fire I saw, burning brightly, and things like bright mountains revolved and shook from side to side. And I asked one of the holy angels who were with me, and I said to him, "What is this bright place? For there is no sky, but only the flames of a burning fire and the sounds of crying and weeping and moaning and severe pain." And he said to me, "This place which you see, here will be thrown the spirits of the sinners and of the blasphemers and of those who do evil, and of those who alter everything that the Lord has spoken through the mouths of the prophets about the things that shall be done. For there are books and records about them in heaven above, so that the angels may read them and know what is about to come upon the sinners, and upon the spirits of the humble, and of those who afflicted their bodies, and were recompensed by God, and of those who were abused by evil men, those who loved God, and did not love gold or silver or any possessions, but gave up their bodies to torment. Those who from the moment they existed did not desire earthly food, but counted themselves as a breath which passes away, and kept to this. And the Lord tested them much, and their spirits were found pure, so that they might bless his name. And all their blessings I have recounted in the books, and he has assigned them their reward. For they were found to be such that they loved heaven more than their life in the world. And although they were trampled underfoot by evil men, and had to listen to reviling and reproach from them, and were abused, yet they blessed their Lord. And the Lord said, "And now I will call the spirits of the good, who are of the generation of light, and I will transform those who were born in darkness, who in the flesh were not recompensed with honor, as was fitting to their faith. And I will bring out into the shining light those who love my holy name, and I will set each one on the throne of his honor. And they will shine for times without number, for righteous is the judgment of God. For with the faithful he will keep faith in the dwelling of upright paths. And they will see those who are born in darkness thrown into the darkness, while the righteous shine. And the sinners will cry out as they see them shining, but they themselves will go where days and times have been written down for them."